All right, let's get this positioned. All right, a little bit more to the left. Don't block the business ideas. No. Don't block the, yeah, don't block the business ideas. All right, perfect. Ooh. All right, you ready?
Weren't we supposed to have slides?
Okay. All right, boss needs us in by tomorrow.
Cool. How do I look?
You look good. Just undo your bottom button.
All right, you should button your top.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I think we got everything. You ready?
Yeah.
Beautiful. What? Dude, there's a typo.
Oh,
Good morning. My name is Matthew LaBeouf.
and I'm Samuel Fingston.
We're consultants with E-Corp, a firm widely recognized for its commitment to vague corporate jargon and mildly questionable ethics.
Today, we present our in-depth analysis of the Body Wellness Center in New Jersey, a facility dedicated to health, balance, and the liberal use of Himalayan salt lamps. Our report will focus on team structure and dynamics, specifically examining the roles of key 3 members.
Through this analysis, we will aim to uncover just how this organization functions on a day-to-day basis and who's actually running the show.
Here's a brief overview of our presentation timeline. We'll begin by identifying and analyzing the major stakeholders within the Body Wellness Center, those individuals who hold power, influence, or just really loud opinions.
From there, we'll shift to an organizational behavior analysis, where we'll attempt to understand how this team functions, communicates, and occasionally spirals into passive-aggressive email threads.
Finally, we'll conclude with our consultant recommendations, carefully crafted advice that will likely be acknowledged, politely thanked, and then entirely ignored.
At the core of the Body Wellness Center's operations are 3 key stakeholders who each bring unique strengths to the team.
Dr. Sarkis, the owner, leads with a clear vision and provides the foundation for long-term growth and direction.
Dr. Nasser, the clinic's physical therapist, is central to patient care, blending clinical experiences with day-to-day engagement.
And Amani, the office manager, is the organizational glue, handling everything from scheduling to coordination with the kind of precision that makes you wonder if she secretly has a second office hidden inside her first one. Together, they form a leadership trio that keeps the clinic not just functioning, but thriving.
To understand how a team of chiropractors and physical therapists work together without completely unraveling, we begin with the founder, Dr. Fadi Sharkis. Initially a hands-on provider, he now splits his time between treating patients and managing operations, referrals, hiring, marketing, and expansion, basically doing the job of 3 people, pretending it's sustainable.
Dr. Sarkis still actively treats patients, starting with consultations and assessments, then coordinating weekly sessions of about 45 to 90 minutes with physical therapists. Treatment plans are updated regularly based on progress, and all documentation is stored in the EHR system, which also functions as a shared workspace for the team and a digital trail of accountability.
Task coordination is simple. Neck pain goes to him, shoulder pain to PT, and anything more complex gets the tag team treatment. The EHR system allows members to check progress without constant verbal check-ins, promoting transparency and helping avoid hallway miscommunication.
As a leader, Dr. Sarkis promotes collaborative autonomy, the empowering leadership model where decisions are team-based but guided by clinical evaluations and imaging. His day-to-day varies from financial planning with the office manager to meetings aligning staff on patient care. He frequently consults with Dr. Nasser, the clinic's physical therapist, to ensure a unified approach.
He shared a case of a 25-year-old woman with chronic neck pain who regained sleep and function through the center's integrated care, highlighting the emotional and clinical impact of a well-coordinated team.
In summary, Dr. Sarkis is the owner, chiropractor, strategist, and unofficial problem solver of last resort, holding together a complex, fast-paced operation through structure, adaptability, and an EHR that hopefully doesn't crash.
Next, we have Dr. Nasser, who is at the heart of the clinical operations, ensuring each patient receives excellent care and their workflow remains efficient. His commitment to quality and detail make him an invaluable asset to the team.
In his clinical work, Dr. Nasser treats between 4 to 6 patients each hour. This rate is not achieved at the expense of quality care. It's a result of his multitasking and systematic approach. Another essential part of his role is designing the clinical flow. By optimizing shared space usage, he creates a more efficient environment that benefits both the patient and the staff.
In addition to direct patient care, he also manages the operational aspects such as overbooking, insurance billing, and cancellations. These tasks are crucial for maintaining the smooth operation of the clinic.
In addition to clinical treatment, Dr. Nasser also oversees the assignment of patients to ensure that each individual receives the appropriate care. Dr. Nasser also creates and monitors treatment plans, taking them to meet the specific needs of each patient.
In order to maintain a sense of quality, Dr. Nasser receives weekly feedback from his remote billing QA. This feedback loop allows him to make necessary adjustments, ensuring both their billing procedures and patient documentation remain accurate.
Lastly, he writes detailed notes that are stored in the EHR system. This rigorous documentation process is vital for maintaining comprehensive patient habits and ensuring continuity of care.
Finally, we reach the core of the organizational structure, Amani, who is the office manager, a title misleading as she manages all 3 Body Wellness Center offices. If Dr. Sarkis is the brain of the company, Amani is the nervous system, connecting departments, employees, patients, and outside bodies across all offices.
She oversees staffing, scheduling, office maintenance, and all internal referrals, with a particular focus on PIP. As for patient treatments, she ensures patients are matched to doctors based on convenience and timing, using Excel to organize the timings. She assigns tasks to all the doctors, follows up on treatment plans, and steps in when the front desk or treatment process falls behind.
What stood out the most from the interviews was her mindset. She sees the team as one big family, where kindness, honesty, and respect drive patient care. Seeing themselves as a family, it comes to no surprise that Body Wellness works so effectively as a team.
At this point in the presentation, we turn to the core of our research, how organizational behavior actually plays out at the Body Wellness Center in New Jersey. As part of our exploration into a BIPOC-owned business, we chose Body Wellness not just because they offer chiropractic care and laser therapy, but because they operate as a fully cross-functional team, with specialists constantly coordinating across disciplines, location, and treatment plans.
From an OB perspective, they are perfect for this case study in team structure, task interdependence, and collaborative problem solving. You've got chiropractors and physical therapists passing patients between each other, aligning on treatment goals, and navigating complex scheduling ecosystem powered by Excel and sheer willpower. Our focus is to unpack how all this coordination happens and to what extent structure, leadership, and systems play a role in making sure someone's neck pain isn't also a scheduling nightmare.
At Body Wellness, structure isn't just a buzzword, it's how they avoid total collapse. The clinic uses a cross-functional team model combining physical therapists and chiropractors into one collaborative care unit. At the top, Dr. Sarkis leads as owner and part-time operations superhero, while Amani, the unofficial chief everything officer, manages the logistical chaos across 3 locations.
Technical staff like Dr. Nasser and the other providers operate under their guidance, and support staff like the front desk and cleaning teams round out the operation. It's a decentralized structure where power and responsibility are distributed, which sounds very OB-friendly until you realize one person's probably running the entire operation out of a color-coded Excel sheet.
Now, let's talk task interdependence. Because at Body Wellness, success hinges on everyone syncing up like it's a medical flash mob. With a cross-functional structure, PTs and chiropractors frequently co-manage patients. This setup shows pooled interdependence, where each specialist adds their piece of the puzzle, and reciprocal interdependence, where they constantly exchange notes, updates, and the occasional "who saw this patient last" moment.
Thanks to the shared EHR system, this back and forth doesn't turn into chaos. It creates transparency, reduces verbal miscommunication, and lets providers coordinate care like a well-oiled spine adjustment machine. Basically, if you're getting your neck cracked here, rest assured that there are 3 other people quietly that made that happen behind the scenes.
We observe 2 clear forms of interdependence at play. First, pooled interdependence, where different professionals, chiropractors, PTs, and sometimes massage therapists, treat the same patient at different stages. Each does their part, contributing to the overall outcome like a medical relay team.
Then there's reciprocal interdependence, the more dynamic version. This is the ongoing, real-time coordination that happens as patient care evolves. Enabled largely by their EHR system, it's like professional teamwork meets Google Docs, except instead of editing slides, they're adjusting spines and solving chronic pain.
Leading all this is Dr. Sarkis, whose leadership style is a mashup of transformational, servant, and participative leadership, basically the OB trifecta. He builds long-term relationships, empowers staff, and makes space for their input in decisions that affect them directly. This helps foster trust, autonomy, and a shared sense of purpose.
He also delegates care while focusing on the clinic's growth and systems, stepping back without disappearing, which is a leadership magic trick few can pull off. The result? A motivated team, low drama, high function, and a clinic that runs smoothly, even if we're not sure how they pull it off across all 3 cities.
Now that we've discussed the current team dynamics, we wanted to recommend 2 OB-based improvements grounded in the challenges Amani shared during our interview.
First, we suggest segmenting office management by location. Amani currently manages all 3 locations by herself, Clifton, Patterson, and Kiarmid, which puts a ton of pressure on her and increases the risk of burnout. By hiring assistant managers or coordinators for each site, Body Wellness could reduce that workload, decentralize daily responsibilities like scheduling and referrals, and allow Amani to focus on more strategy and quality control.
Second, we noticed that the front desk roles have high turnover. To address this, we recommend building a development pipeline for those positions. That could include a growth track with clear milestones in training, as well as adding a lead front desk coordinator role that gives employees a path towards management.
Together, both of these changes would help create more stability in the workplace and support both staff and leadership, especially as Body Wellness Center continues to grow. This concludes our in-depth organizational behavior analysis on the Body Wellness Center in New Jersey. Thank you for disconnecting from your laptops, and I hope you learned something useful.
Cool.
Yeah, we're done. Good. There we go.
Wait, I think it's cool that we're wearing shorts.
You know what? I think the shorts are fine. I think management told me last week that they were going to cut it out.
Perfect.
Yep.